Hi, guys. We're saying goodbye to the Tatas. It is very sad. I'm actually very sad. I didn't actually know how I was going to start this video. I actually thought I was only going to do like a quick little update to tell you guys this is it. This is the last day. There's no more Tatas to be had. Um, but somehow or another it turned into a spruce up your stash video and show off your acquisitions. I don't know why, but it just turned into one of those sort of things. And it's late at night, so I know nobody is up. I didn't even bother telling anybody on Instagram because I don't do that. I probably should, but I don't. Um, I do have quite a bit to talk about. I haven't done an actual podcasty type of video in a long time. And though I am doing this as a live broadcast, the reason why I'm doing that is because if I don't do it this way, I won't upload it, you guys. And I've always been that way. This isn't like a new trend for me. You can search many, many, many posts in the past for years where I just do live broadcasts because I just can't with live. I can't. I don't like editing videos. It's not my hobby. It's not my thing. It's not my cup of tea. And so that's where I'm at. Anyhow, okay. So getting it together because we're a little bit out of practice, right? Uh, I am going to talk about the Titsout collective. We are done. This is the last day. If anybody were to order yarn, not that anybody's watching and not that anybody's going to at this time, but if anybody were to order yarn from me, I would leave it open until midnight. I guess. I don't know. I think I'm just gonna leave the dye to order thing there, and it is going to remain a charity yarn. I don't, if anybody were to want to order any more at any point in time, I would still do it. Why not? Because being a charity yarn it's fine by me. It's really nice. I think it's really pretty. The reason that I have this left, you guys, I'll tell you the story. Even though I'm a little bit embarrassed, my friend ordered. She wanted a worsted weight, but she didn't have the cash at the time. So I was like, "Listen, it's okay, no pressure. Don't worry about it. I'll order you some worsted weight in my next yarn batch, my next batch that I'm gonna order, and you could just pay me whenever, and you don't have to buy it. Like it's totally up to you, no pressure." Uh, so I ordered the worsted, and it wasn't what I ordered. It wasn't what I ordered, and it's scratchy, um, and hard, and I wasn't happy at all. And I dyed it up and it's gorgeous. It's this These are the last skeins that I have left. I didn't sell them, you guys. I couldn't. Uh I couldn't because they're so bad. Uh, I've heard other people talk about this yarn on other podcasts, and they're very kind about it, and I'm not. I don't care for it. I would never sell it to anybody. I have purchased yarn from indie dyers that is like this, but you can hear it. I don't know if you can hear that, but uh yeah, I wasn't happy with the feeling of it. It's just not soft. It's not soft enough. I've been so upset about this. I don't know why I can't think right now, but I've had acrylic that is softer than this that I've purchased for $2.50 at the dollar store. I was mad. So I was mad. Feeling it right now, honestly, feeling it right now, it's like, why was I so upset? it almost feels like it conditioned out. I don't know. Does that happen? It doesn't feel that bad. I really feel like I could have just given it to my friend and she probably would have been totally jazzed about it. But no, I wasn't gonna sell it to her. So this is dyed to order, you guys. This is one of those things where I just went, fuck it. Here's some color. Here's that color. There goes that color. Let's see what happens. And then they turned out so beautiful that I was like, maybe I will make these dyed to order. And then I realized I don't have a recipe. So they can't really be true dyed to order. It has to be like random dyed to order. And funny thing, I did mention that in the description, and I'm lucky that most people that purchase yarn are really thorough when they're shopping and they're like read everything. And I had several people tell me, I don't mind that it's totally random dyed to order. I am going to be happy with whatever you come up with. And I was like, it might be totally random, like I'm scared. I didn't do I didn't do a recipe. I just tossed everything in the pan. And no, I had a really great response. My second and third and fourth batches were very different. They were very different, similar, but different in their own different ways, mostly because worsted, DK, for some reason that all took yarn a little bit differently, especially this one. This one scared me because this wasn't superwash. That's another thing that upset me about this, that my listing is for superwash yarn. So all the yarn there was supposed to be superwash and this one was not. But I managed to salvage it because it didn't want to take up dye the right way. That was another thing. I struggled with this one. It didn't want to take up dye, but I got it. I did it. I had a wonderful Titsout experience. It was, I can't even begin to tell you guys. I had such an amazing experience. That was probably my first true dyed to order under duress. It's beautiful. It is beautiful. I just don't think that I would ever. I'm acting like a yarn snob. It's not true. I would make something with it. I just would never sell it to somebody because unless I sold it for like, $15 or something. Maybe $8, 10. $10. I don't know. Maybe. I would have to drop the price drastically on something like this. And I have seen people sell yarn like this for like $25, $22, And I'm like, girl, I bought yarn like that. Well, let me show you. Hold on. Let me see if I can dig it out. Yeah. This is actually softer, but it's the same quality. Sorry. It's lovely. I'm not going to lie and say that it's not beautiful. I think it's gorgeous. The colors are beautiful. The placement is gorgeous. I love the dye job on this. I love the speckles. They're big chunky speckles. It looks watercolory. I mean, I love it. It's not badly saturated. You can open it up and still see great amount of color. And, there's some kind of faded spots in here and there, but it feels like it's part of the overall look that this person was going for. If I wasn't going for that, I wouldn't be happy with that. But see, that is what happened to me with this one. It was like much worse than that. And this is nothing. Like, this is just coming up washed out a little bit because of the lighting. Currently, it doesn't look like that in person. It's saturated. So that was my problem. That was the problem that I was having with this yarn. It's just, it wasn't soaking up the color the way I wanted it to, so I had to extra soak it. You know, I don't know what I had to do. I don't know if it will ever stop like bleeding. I cut it so deep. All right. This yarn here is from Bandit Fiber Co. Bandit Fiber Co. I should wear my glasses. Oh, I just dropped yarn on the floor and it's full of rabbit fur on the floor. Fingering sock, 80/20 merino nylon superwash, 410 yards approximately. It is called Girly Girl. It is Girly Girl. It does look like Girly Girl. Girly Girl yarn. This was 22 bucks. This is not bad. This is not as bad, like feeling wise, as mine. I'll be honest, it doesn't feel like fingering weight. It kind of doesn't look like fingering weight. Looks a little more like sport weight, but I guess it could be fingering if you like yank it. But I mean, what should be labeled? Look at that. And this person is up in probably in Riverside somewhere. Banditfiberco.com. I bought a few of her yarns. I really like it. I like the Wish Dyes yarn. I think it's really pretty. So anyway, that I guess overall is a Titsout collective. I had a huge, wonderful experience. I had a blast. I really followed the Countess as closely as I could. And I don't know. Overall, it was an amazing experience. I think we raised over 70 bucks. It's not a lot, you know, it's modest, but over 70 bucks for the charity. And I got a lot of compliments, and a lot of people left me messages on Etsy and on Instagram and on Ravelry. And I think somebody might have tried to leave me a message on Facebook, but they got a hold of me on Instagram. So overall, it was a really, really fun, and I'm glad that I participated. What else could I say about that? I hope we do it again. I hope we do it again. I want to join another collective if possible. It was so fun. I felt like I really learned a lot. It was such hard work to because I didn't have the yarn at the time. And that's scary, guys, when you don't have the supplies first. And you have to order them as you get the orders. And you're just like, oh my goodness, what am I going to do? How am I going to order enough yarn? I don't know, because for some reason I decided to order a variety of yarn, and I feel like I'm not really like good enough. I'm not prepared enough. I probably shouldn't be selling yarn. There are people out there that are like, yeah, you shouldn't be selling yarn. But I really was underprepared. I was like fingering, DK, worsted, bulky, whatever, all superwash, but I didn't have any of the yarn. So you have to pre-order, and then I have to go and buy the yarn. And I'm like, I don't know how much to order because the orders kept coming in. Like I sold out in the first few minutes. I think I already said that. So I sold out like in a few minutes because I only had 4 yarns. So probably in a few hours. So after that, the orders just kept coming in when I'm at work, when I'm driving, when I'm with my family, and really randomly. I mean, really randomly. Um, but yeah, it was really lovely, and I ordered all my yarn. And as soon as I overnighted, like I didn't overnight it, like I shipped it with 2-day delivery. And then I got some more supplies, and obviously I already had the dyes that I was going to use, and obviously needed vinegar and lots of, because I'm a vinegar dyer. I've used citric acid and I enjoy it. It's fine, but I prefer vinegar, and I'm sorry if anybody finds it stinky. That's what I do prefer to dye with vinegar. I just prefer it. Maybe I'll gain more experience and prefer citric acid later or something else. But I do like vinegar. I like the way it smells. It makes me feel like it's yarny and indie dyed. So, all in all, I don't think I made any money. Aside from the fact that I have to donate $4 to the Susan G. Komen Foundation, which is great, I had to buy more supplies. I had to buy the yarn, overnight the yarn, shipping, and I don't know why, but I guess some of the supplies that I had to buy. Oh, I needed more propane. Oh my god, it was a disaster. It was like one thing after the next, and it was just a learning experience. Buckets. I didn't have buckets. I needed buckets, and I needed lots of water. Um, I I really don't think I've made any money. I don't know. I didn't keep track. There were like no profits, but it was fun and it was a great experience. And I can't wait to do it again. Hopefully we do. And if we don't do the Titsout Collective, then we will try and think of something else to do. I think in the future, what I'm going to try and do is, for Halloween, I always say this and I don't do it, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to see if you guys want to order a Halloween pre-order with me, and we'll do that. And we might do like if I don't do a Thanksgiving pre-order, maybe a Christmas pre-order. I don't think anybody cares about my anniversary, so I don't think I'll do like an anniversary pre-order. I don't know why that popped into my head, but it is my anniversary for Thanksgiving. I got married on the 26th of November, so now probably Halloween and Christmas. I think we'll just probably skip right over Thanksgiving. Everybody else does, so no, I don't care really about fall yarn. Although I do tend to dye my yarn a little fally. You guys, I'm babbling. These are the straws that I have left over from my nephew's baby shower before he was born. I had so many, you guys. I don't even think that I talked to anybody about that. If you looked on my Instagram, you might have seen all the craziness and mayhem about the baby stuff that I went through to decorate for my nephew's baby shower. My nephew was born. Oh my God, so many things have happened. I don't know what I've talked about already, but we have a lot of ground to cover. So yay for the Titsout Collective. So glad that it's done. So glad that I participated. Thank you anybody that bought yarn from me. I'm sorry that I've been babbling for 17 minutes, but I'm a little bit out of practice, so you'll have to forgive me. What do you think? That's the best I can do. This is my meager yarn stash, you guys. I don't keep a lot of yarn in my house, and I have been using it up like a lot. And I'll show you how really quick. Okay, I'll show you these first. Well, no, these are already on my blockers. So I recently, this is a finished object. I have a couple of finished objects, a few that I can show you. I know that I haven't been doing much. I have been on a major like knitting hiatus, I guess you could say. Yes and no. Just very slowed down and very plain. I can't read a pattern right now, you guys. I am reading a pattern right now, like right now. But for 6 months, it has been very difficult for me to like sit down and read a pattern and do something complicated. Whew, I don't know why. It just is not holding my attention. But color has my heart and soul right now. And these are minis. These are Bohemia Fiber minis. This was her Supernatural collection. And I might have mixed some Walking Dead in here. And this might have been like an old Walking Dead leftover. Like I literally had like a minute amount of leftover yarn. And I just happened to use it in there because I thought it would be really cute ending this whole thing in pink. We've got this green here, lightly blended with this blue yarn, blended with this kind of grayish blue here, and then with this pinky sort of bluey color, and topped it off with this beautiful like chrysanthemum-y mustardy yellow and that light pink on top. Don't have any names because these are all participants in the Supernatural mini collection. Each individual dyer presents a picture to Amy from Bohemia Fibers, and she goes and she does she minifies a skein based on whatever picture that you present her. And this is what she comes up with. And let me tell you, as far as custom dyed, no, as far as custom dyed yarn dyers goes, I think she's among the giants. I don't know. Am I crazy? I don't know. I love her to death. She's a sweet girl. And I'm forever buying her yarn. I don't know. You guys. I think I talk about her like every freaking episode. But I'm trying to branch out to other indie dyers. All right. I'm making my way out there. It mostly is just because I'm poor. All right, this is another pair of socks. This is probably not the pair that started off this little idea of mine. I got the idea because these are, I guess you can say that they're kind of faded, right? And I know I did a pair of faded socks last year that I absolutely loved, that I think I would love to show everybody on Proper Sock Blockers, but this was just, I don't know about you, I've gotten a lot of compliments, you guys, on this sock, but I think it's kind of ugly, but it's still pretty, like in its own way, you know. They're all different yarns that I just had left over. I wasn't even sure if I was gonna have like a normal amount of yarn to complete a set. I always do all my socks 2 at a time. I don't know, here it is. I always do my socks 2 at a time, so I don't worry about having an uneven pair, but I do worry about running out of yarn. I never wove in these ends. If I don't hurry up, you guys, I'm gonna have you guys here all friggin' day, and we're 20 minutes in. So yeah, and I dyed. I think I dyed all of this. This is the yarn that I dyed for the Emerald City socks that I had been working on a long time ago. This was based off of the Wicked Witch of the East, off the TV show that I think is canceled. This is my Wonder Melon yarn, and this is, I don't know, for some reason it reminds me of a garden. I can't remember the name. I think I was trying to make a Mortenta or Mortentia, whatever, like love potion kind of color for Valentine's Day earlier this year. It didn't work out, but that's what I did all the way up and down this sock, and I love it. I think it's beautiful. I love both my little socks. I've got another. Actually, I might have too much to talk about. Yay! That's always good. Yeah, sorry. Okay, so everybody's been talking about, yeah, brioche. Everybody's been talking about brioche. I didn't know how to brioche. I think it was Rebecca from the Mean Girls that was like all the brioche, and Melody from Melody Crochet, I can't remember. I'm sorry, Melody. I love you. She's also a Knitting Dead friend, but Melody is all about the brioche, and I had a conversation with her. I was like, I don't even get the whole brioche thing. Like, why? First of all, people say it's so hard. It looks so easy. Wait. And then another thing is like, who's gonna want to wear that? It looks so thick and hot. I'm in California. I can't be doing that. Okay? I'm in California. I don't have time for that. It's too hot. And she's like, no, it's really light and airy. It's not hot. She's like, I was like, you live in Texas, isn't it too hot? And she's like, no, I know I live in Texas. I think she lives in, I don't know. I'm not gonna say where she lives, but yeah, she's like, no, she wears it in Texas. And I'm like, are you serious? Because I know Texas and California, we have hot weather. Texas, California, Arizona, we have hot weather. And these girls are like brioching like the Dickens. So I was like, okay, I'll try and learn. So me being an ass, as I am, was like, well, it just looks like you're, what did I say? It looks like you're knitting the knits and purling the pearls and alternating colors or something like that. So I did that. It wasn't that. It wasn't that. I don't know why I thought that. I was like, where did I get that from? So I went and I did YouTube and I started looking it up and I came up with this hat. I'm not gonna put it on. I don't look good in hats. I don't like him. But it's cute. I mean, I didn't use a pattern. I could have used a pattern. I mean, look at that. It's terrible. That is the worst. I don't know how to close hats very well. I did the best I could. And I really like the yarn. The yarn is this white yarn here. That is a beautiful Madeline Tosh. I think it's some birthday cake or something like that. Love it. And the gray is Malabrigo. I think it's Rios. I can't remember the name. I'm sorry. And I'm never going to put it down in the description box below, so don't even ask. I say that I'm going to do that all the time, and I even point and all that stuff, and I don't do it. So let's just get real. It's never going to happen. Unless you ask me. If you ask me, then I will put it down. I'll figure it out. Nobody asks me shit. That's not true. Do ask me on Instagram. That's where you should ask me. You can find me there as My Michelle Knits, by the way. I am on Instagram as a Maximum Yarnage and Twitter and Facebook and probably Ravelry. Probably Musically and Snapchat and stuff as Maximum Yarnage. But I don't use any of that. I just use Instagram, My Michelle Knits. I don't know why I have I don't know why I have Maximum Yarnage all over the internet. I don't use it except this channel. Yep. I don't know why. Okay. Next is, do I have any more finished objects? I don't have any more finished objects. We are done with finished objects in under 27 minutes. Sorry, I don't know where that yarn came from, but I don't want to put it up there. Put it there. I am going to have some stash acquisitions to go through, and I think I might have a couple packages here to go through as well. I might have mentioned that in the first place, but before I get to my whip, I don't know why, but this was right in front of me, so I decided to show this to you guys. And I got these. Oh my lord! I do have some more finished objects to show you. I actually have like 14. I don't know what I was thinking. So many finished objects right in here, and you're gonna absolutely die. Yes, that was a Christmas box. This is my Christmas in July. I actually started them in June. I actually started them at the beginning of the year, but I didn't actually get started till June. What is in between my legs? Okay. These needles. These needles. These are size 2, which I think are going to be perfect. If you follow me on Instagram, on my stories, I was whining and complaining that I didn't have the proper needles for the balls that I was working on. You guys, my balls. So I'm hoping, I must have a ball I'm working on somewhere already, but I think I don't know where it is. But I think this might, I hope that this will be the perfect size. And I'll try out some carbon needles at another time for my pelotes. They're not the greatest. I mean, I'm still learning. Whatever. I don't care. I'm not going to make excuses. So these are my balls. I don't think I showed them on any previous video. So if I upload it, you won't see them I think this is the first time that I am showing these off. I'm going to put them in there. And I'm going to go through them quickly. I don't think I have 14 completed balls. But you guys, I did a pretty good job. And this is not expensive wool. This is Peyton's wool from Hobby Lobby. You could probably get it at Michael's as well. Actually, I'm freaking lying. I don't think that I got it at Hobby Lobby. I got it at Michael's. This is like, I don't know what color the red is, but it looks like Christmas red to me. And the white is just bare. And it is a 100% wool. Wow, this is really annoying because they feel the same. Yeah, they feel the same. And this is like, the quantity of yarn is just, it's not a lot. Actually, this hurts my hand, so. No. I was like, oh my God, dye. No, there's no dye. But yeah, so that's that. And you just stuff it, Arnie and Carlos say that it's better if you stuff them with wool instead of polyfiber fill because that happens. It feels like it warps and it doesn't stay smushed in the right way. But I don't know. I don't mind. I think it's gonna be fine. Well, that came out really good. You guys, I've gotten good. You can see some of my floats because I didn't quite understand how the float thing works. And also it's kind of hard to adjust your floats as you're knitting. But you figure it out as you go along. I was experimenting and I found the best thing to do is to follow Arnie and Carlos's directions. And that's all you should do ever. I think even the way that I was weaving in the yarn and pulling it back, just follow their directions. Just don't get creative. When it comes to the balls, just follow the directions. See what happened there? That's terrible. I didn't know that was going wrong. But then that is like, what? That's amazing. Look, that's how it's supposed to be. This was my first ball or my second. And that's what it's not supposed to be. I think this was my first ball. Okay, so that's, I have one more finished pelote. A pelote, okay, a pelota is a ball in Spanish. Okay, pelota. But a pelote is a cute way of saying ball sack in Spanish. That's what I don't know. I made it up, okay? It's my thing. So cute. It's a squishy pelote. All right, and now for the faux. The faux. The faux. These are half finished. I just have to stuff them. I have to block them and stuff them. All you do is steam, lightly spray, steam, iron, and stuff. And weave in your ends and you're good to go. Oh my goodness. This is when I started getting good. And I was just cranking them out. Cranking them out, you guys. Cranking them out. You gotta be quiet. I'm podcasting. Don't interrupt me. Don't bother me. I don't know how you're gonna walk past me. Good luck with that. Bye. Should have gone through the back door. Look at that. I got so good at it. I don't know why you're showing me something in the background. What are you showing me? Ooh, rice pudding. Thanks, honey. Muévete. You better not. Don't. There's no room. Oh my God, you guys, look at how good I got. They are kind of big, and I think it's because I'm using size 3 needles, and they're supposed to be size 2 needles. But that's okay. But you guys, I was really cranking them out. I was really into it for the month of June. I rocked these little balls. Look at that. So many. And I have another one on the needles, but I haven't I just haven't picked it up. I don't know why. I think you do burn out yourself out. So I mean, it is better if you like knit one or two a month. I think it's better if you do like like one or two a month instead. But I just cranked them all out in June, and I really feel like all I have to do is stuff them, and I'm ready to put them on my tree. So if I wanted to keep knitting them, I could gift them, or I really don't think that I should have 20 of these on my tree because they won't fit, because my sister gave me so many decorations last year. Anyway, so I'm already thinking about my Christmas tree and my decorations that I'm going to put on them. I am so, so happy. Like, I honestly can't even begin to tell you how pleased I am with myself with my yarn balls. I am so, 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 so happy and so excited, and I cannot wait to put them on my tree. So weird, you guys. It's like July. I mean, honestly, to be honest, I'm stressed. It's almost Christmas. I told somebody at work, I was like, "Oh my god, dude, it's almost Christmas," and they're like, "The are you smoking? What do you mean?" And I'm like, "Yeah, we're halfway done with the year. Halloween is gonna be on. Halloween is on top of us. The kids are going back to school in a week or two, right? Halloween is practically on top of us. Then it's Thanksgiving, and then it's freaking Christmas. I mean, it's good like this. I don't know. I think you hit a certain stage in your life where you're just like, what happened? The year just passed by me, and I grew my hair on my chin. Speaking of which, oh, what happened? I don't know. Sorry, you guys. I am dying of thirst. It is so hot right now. This summer has been brutal. It has been brutal, and I am not embarrassed to say it. I don't like boob sweat. It really pisses me off. What is going on? I don't like it. So we got really lucky. Our air conditioner broke down in spring. And we're like, oh boy, if our manager does not get a new one or fixes this one, we're so screwed. We have two bunnies and we have to keep them nice and cool. And in the other house that we lived in, the other apartment that we lived in, it was a struggle because we didn't have air conditioning. I've never had air conditioning. I didn't know what I was missing. And for anybody out there that doesn't have air conditioning, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry for you. I really feel for you. You need to get some air conditioning. It's amazing. It's amazing. Even when I have the oven on in the kitchen, like we can get by and not be too hot. It's amazing. Okay. What's next? So, I don't know what I was talking about. Totally forgot. I think I have one more. I might have two more. Let's take a look. So I was okay. This is hilarious. Oh my god. I don't know why there are only a couple people on Instagram that I actually have conversations with on like direct message, like private message type, things. So in story mode, when you're in story mode, people post things and you're just like, ha ha ha, or just going back and forth, or actually having a conversation as somebody's having a crisis or somebody's stuck on something or whatever. You just help each other out. It's just the way that we are. And I'm not embarrassed at all to talk to people, but I do have a very limited have a limited brain span, and I don't keep in touch with all the people in the world. So there's like Skein Cocaine, there's Rebecca from the Mean Girls, her sister Stephanie. Once in a while, I'll chit chat with her. I might send a message or two to like the Countess, and she'll message me back. But she's very busy, and she really doesn't like Twitch contact anyway. So I really, really don't like. I don't talk to her. I don't bug her, but I do follow her account. Mostly because during the Titsout, I'm gonna have to stay on top of everything. So who else do I chat with? Melody and some other girls, some friends that follow me and friends that I've had from work and things like that. So it's a very short, little, tiny amount of people, that I chit chat with, and every once in a while, somebody on my Instagram will inspire me. Usually it's friggin' Rebecca, to be honest. I don't know why. Why is she my influencer? I don't know why. I think in a lot of ways it's one of those things where like you're drawn to people that are kind of like you. Which is weird because, I like Mayo and she likes Miracle Whip. And I don't know why we got into it like a Mayo Miracle Whip conversation the other day. I think it's her fault. But yeah, Mayo's awesome. Miracle Whip sucks. But so we got into a conversation before that. Did you just move my camera? We got into a conversation before the Miracle Whip versus Mayo conversation.
Miracle Whip's nasty.
And she was showing off a sweater. This sweater, okay? This is a sweater by Julie Knits in Paris. Mine is like a 2XL, all right? In fact, it's going to end up like a 3 or a 4XL when I block it, which is awful. But it's going to be fine. I want it to be loose. Listen, okay, I am all over the place. But the thing is that Rebecca is tiny, all right? No teasing, nobody, anything. I'm double her size, if not triple her size. She's a really small girl. And she had this like midriff sweater. And she's like one skein of yarn all the way down to here. Haha, like just above her belly button. Quite a ways above her belly button, but not quite a ways, but very close to her belly button. It was a midriff sweater. And I'm like, I couldn't get that past my boobs with one skein, right? And she's like, oh, it's really easy. It's really fun, blah, blah, blah. And I don't know what we were talking about or how we got into it. But I was like, I'm going to test this out if like I can actually go over my boobs with one skein of yarn. I lost. I mean, I was right. No, I didn't. I won. Did I lose? You tell me.
How many skeins is that? How many skeins?
It's 2. I have 2 right here. This is me at a midriff, all right? Like that's if kind of midriff. There's 2 balls of yarn. That's about where it ended up on her with 1 ball of yarn. So, yeah. Anyway, this is by Julie Knits in Paris. I lost my ball. Sorry, guys. I keep doing that. You're probably seeing the top of my head looks ridiculous, but this is a pattern by Julie Knits in Paris, and it is knit for summer. Okay, it is knit specifically for the summer weather. It's so hot, and it nobody wants to knit anything that's like super tight stitches, because the tighter the stitches, obviously, the hotter the material is going to get because there's no room to breathe, there's no air. But she knit this in fingering weight yarn on size 8 needles. It's been really nice. I plan on making a few modifications, like length. It can't be a midriff. It can't be above my belly button. It can't be above my gut. I mean, it's just not. It's not gonna happen. But but I also want to do like a butt flap. I don't know what to call it. I like the little thing that hangs in the back. Oh, I keep itching. Is it called a butt flap? I don't think it's called a butt flap. What is it called? Penguin tail? It's like a tail, for your butt to cover it if you're wearing leggings. So that's what I want to do with this. So I'm going to add another color to it. I'm going to add this, and this is what I'm super proud of, you guys. I dyed this yarn. These were mistakes. These were skeins that I was not about to sell. This was because I'm kind of still an inexperienced dyer. leftover color still in the pan. Sometimes it didn't like get sucked up all the way like I wanted it to, so I would just save it. And then I dyed a couple of a few yarns. Actually, this is one of the yarns that I dyed with some leftover. And this is actually yarn that was gifted to me by I can't remember the girl's name, but it's the girl from Needle Points West. She's actually the one of the sponsors for, is it SSK? No, not SSK. It is, Nathan, you know better than me. Stitches West. Oh my god, my husband. Oh, Stitches West. She's gonna be one of the sponsors. Bronson is her last name. I can't remember her name right now for some reason, but she gifted me this yarn earlier this year, and I dyed it up in this beautiful, beautiful color, and it almost looks like I was trying to do something like that, but that was kind of an accident. When I wound it up, that's how it looked. Oh, one day I want to get good enough, maybe. But so that's exactly what happened with this yarn. I just dyed it up with like whatever was left over, or if I didn't like something, I just put it into one yarn, and I ended up with that, and I speckled it, and it was beautiful. And I paired it up with this gorgeous Malabrigo that I've been hoarding for the longest time. And I feel like you're sucking up my color. I don't know, my did you move the, you must have moved the light when you were coming in, because it changed my lighting a little bit. Just leave it. No, forget it. It's okay. Don't touch anything. I just want to get through this podcast. I'm 46 minutes into it. Stop. All right. So this is what I'm going to do, guys. My little sweater by Julie Knits in Paris. She did this like short row shaping right off the top, like right off the bat. This short row shaping. So I know this is the back. I don't know. This short row shaping that ended up doing this right here, so that the back was higher and the front was a little bit lower. Now I don't know how she did that, but it was so cool. It was like magical. Short row shaping with my sweater right off the top of the friggin' thing. And I did okay. I did an okay job. I messed it up a little bit, but I did an okay job, and it turned out really nice. So I'm going to do some more short row shaping on the back. Again, the butt flap. And I think that'll create like a nice little bit of a tail. We'll see what happens. I hope I don't mess it up. But I think that'll create a nice little tail. And then I'm going to do the rest of the arms. I'm going to make them longer. I'm going to try and use up the rest of this. I'm going to split it up, use the little bit that I have left over on the arms, and the rest I'm going to do with this yarn. And then I might come back to the main body and use up whatever I have left over after I'm done with the arms. I'll use that on the bottom of my sweater. So, I mean, that's the plan, you guys. I don't know if that's what I'll actually end up doing, but that's the plan. So that is my beautiful Julie Knits in Paris sweater for, I think it's called Summer Light. Summer Light. I called my little project Summer Nights because that is when I started it. I don't know why I'm telling you that, but I am. What are the things that I have been working on? I cannot remember the girl. I'm really, really sorry. Can't remember her name. I came on here totally unprepared. If anybody were to ask me, I will tell you. I'll find it. I know I have to work on it. This is a YouTube tutorial, and when I'm showing this off, it looks gorgeous. I got these needles at Hobby Lobby, and these are, if they're not, I think they're I don't know, Knitter's Pride? Who are they? Who are you? I don't know, they don't say who they are. But yeah, I'm doing these on size 15s. And I can't believe I bought these needles at Hobby Lobby. I bought some for my sister, or my sister bought some as well. And they are so beautiful. I love them. This is my little charm from Disneyland. These are Disneyland charms, you guys. I don't know if anybody has followed any of my Instagram posts. You might have seen me use quite a number of charms that I have gotten both at SeaWorld and Disneyland. I'm kind of starting to collect them from various places that I go to. And that's super fun. I don't know. I just love doing that. It has been super, super fun to do that. Okay, so I don't know where this, I can't remember who did this pattern. I wish I could remember. But the instructions are really easy to follow. And again, if you have any questions, if you like my little hat, or maybe when I finally finish it, I'll have more information on it. I'm probably not going to bother putting them in the description. Sorry. If you want to know, I'll tell you. Okay? I'll figure it out.
What did the YouTube tutorial look like? Did she have blonde hair to here?
Yeah, she had blonde hair down to here. Not to here.
Oh.
No. Way down. Yeah. Right.
So,
No, there's no do-do-dos. Okay. What are we doing? I'm just dumping things in my basket and I will sort them out later. I'm getting tired of wearing glasses, but I can't see the screen. Oh. Okay. 50 minutes into this, Nathan. I hopefully nothing has been cut off. Don't get on the internet. Whatever you do. Hopefully none of this has been cut off and it's still going nice and strong. I have some things to show you guys. All right, I'm gonna go through these yarns because I have so much. I'm just gonna burn through it, you guys, because I figure like why have I haven't done a podcast in so long, and if I just burn through this stuff right now, then I mean I probably shouldn't do that. Because then the next time I do a podcast, I'm not gonna have anything to talk about. But
what's the name is?
Well, because I mean, look at how much yarn I've actually acquired. I don't think anybody cares to see all the different yarn, but like some of these were given to me. Like this, I don't know why I didn't talk about this. I've been in such a crazy place like all year long. It's just mayhem at work and stuff, and that's all that is. But this, either you bought it for me for my birthday, or Joanne gave it to me.
What is it?
This is Soul Wool, art creation in wool, hand spun and hand dyed in Israel using natural dyes, 100% baby merino.
No, I didn't get that for
you. Yes. No. Joanne Bronson. I believe her name is Joanne Bronson from Needle Points West. My favorite store owner in the world, on the planet, in the galaxy. She's just such a sweet person. And as I said, she is a sponsor at Stitches West. What is wrong with me? So Nathan went in around April for my birthday to get me some yarn. I'm like, you just go get me something. So he did. And he chose the colors all on his own. And he just did the best he could. He chose these. And she gave him these. Like, he bought 2 of them and she just threw in the rest. Because
No, I think I bought 4.
No, you bought all 4 of these?
Yeah.
Okay, well, see, he bought, they're a mess right now. Oh my god, I can't even. There's so many of these. So he bought these. I haven't done anything with them. They're very bright for me. And these are really, for me, it's like an unusual color combination. But they're very pretty. And I know I can think of something beautiful to make out of these. Maybe I'll include them in like a sweater or something. But then she went bananas and she threw in, and I don't have it with me right now, but she threw in like a gauge. I might have it up there somewhere or in my purse, in the middle of my purse. Like a gauge, swatch, gauge ruler. She threw in this gorgeous yarn. She threw in
No,
in the middle somewhere. No, she threw in this bear wool, and I could have sworn that she threw in more than one. And she threw in the bear wool because she knows that I'm dyeing yarn, and she's known that for a long time. And she's probably wondering like why I never brought any yarn to her, but it's because I moved. It's because I moved, and so getting down there to bring yarn to sell is a little hard for me right now. I'm gonna figure it out and I'll get like a good rhythm going. But yeah, that was my acquisition for Needlepoints West. And there was more. There was so many things in the bag. There were calendars and the stitch markers and the yarn gauge swatch thing ruler. Oh God, it was the best birthday gift. And I don't know why I didn't Instagram it. I meant to podcast it in April just after my birthday. And what happens is I get packages and they stay in a corner because I'm like, I'm going to podcast this. And then I don't podcast it because I don't have time to do all this. I don't have time to do my hair. It's like, what time is it right now? I got to go to bed, right? What time is it?
It is close to 10.
It's close to 10 o'clock, you guys. By the time I do my makeup, by the time I do my hair, get dressed, clean up, make sure that everything is the way I want it to look, I'm done. I gotta go to sleep and I gotta get up to go to work the next day, and I get up at 4 in the morning.
I feel like trying to hypnotize me or send them off inside of you.
So that's what happens with that's what happens. That's why there's no more time for my fun podcast. So I think this is good. I'm just gonna do it once in a while, and I'm gonna just slam everybody with whatever I've gotten, and I'm gonna do my best not to leave things in a corner. This has been in a corner for I don't know how long. I bought this with the bandit girl, right, Nathan? This is more birthday yarn that I bought this myself. This Bandit Fiber Co. She's an indie dyer. She's the one that's using that funky yarn. It's not too bad, but it's not. I don't like it, but I liked the colors, and I thought that they were so cute. Loved it. This one is called Hooker's Boots. Which hooker do you think this is? Which hooker boots? I don't know. But that's this girl, and I did that at this yarn store in Riverside, and again that was around my birthday time, and I believe.
Oh yes, Riverside. I remember that place.
Did I get this yarn at that place as well?
What does it say it's dyed?
What a shame! In his price label, it down by. No, it's down by, I don't know, down by the river. This is the name of the yarn. Down by the river. Hedgehog Fibers. This was probably my first Hedgehog Fibers that I bought at Riverside. Yeah, Nathan bought this for me in Riverside. He bought me a ton of yarn. Yes, this was Riverside. This is called Ghost. This is Ghost. It's a beautiful, it's ghostly, actually, like a pale purple. And it's got this gorgeous sheen, so I that's beautiful. This one I don't remember when I bought it. I bought this at Make One Yarn Company. That is actually not far from my house. I'm very pleased that it is not far from my house, and I love it so much. This is called Yarn Habits. It's a one of a kind, and I think the name is Soltera. Soltera means, I was going to say loose, but that's not what that means. Soltera doesn't mean divorce, it means single. Single. It's a DK weight. Yarn Habits at yahoo.com. No, yeah. That was that. This is $26, you guys. This was not cheap. I don't think I would charge $26 for it. Super wash merino. Expensive. All right. Oh my god, it's 1 hour into it and I haven't opened any of my packages. I haven't opened any of my packages. I've barely begun to go through my yarn. I'm gonna burn through this. All right, I went to the Make One Yarn Company again the other day, a couple weeks ago, and I got some more yarn. Lemonade shop. I am dying. When I went on Instagram, and I have been talking to one of my little friends there. I can't remember what her name is right now, and I'm really ashamed of myself, but I love her to death. I can't remember right now, but she's gorgeous. Twisting something. I don't know. I'm sorry. I can't remember people's names. But she totally got me into the lemonade shop. This girl is on fire. On fire. Look at that. I can't even get it. Stinky Princess is the name of this yarn. I got that at the Make One Yarn Company. $28. Whoa, girls, you're killing me. That is so expensive. But you know, what am I talking about? I sell mine for like $25. Skinny Singles by Hedgehog Fibers. Again, Make One Yarn Company. I don't think you did. I think I bought it.
No, I bought the hedgehog.
No, you bought that hedgehog here.
No.
That was at Riverside.
Company, I bought you the hedgehog. That's why your bill wasn't as expensive as it should have been.
I remember. I think that's a lie. This is Skinny Singles, but I don't know what the color is. There it is. Piggy Bank. I like the way they do it. They're so like indie. I just handwrite it. Crazy. And also these little singles, skinny. Are they singles? Sock minis. Top one is Wild Card. And this one is Hula Hoop. Oh, you guys, I can't believe it. I'm on a hedgehog kick. I'm so excited to get a hold of Hedgehog Fibers because it was hard to get over here. I think if people did have it, it was sold out, or they just didn't. I don't know. These are $10 each over here, guys. Like, this is $10. This is enough yarn to do like probably toes, heels, and cuff, right? That's why it's called sock minis, because it's just enough to do toes, heels, and sock. Toes, heels, and cuffs. So I think I am going to do that, and I'm going to put these in a sock. But I think I want to do a nice solid color in between. So I think that'll look lovely. I really want the socks to pop on the toes and the heels and the cuff with those colors, but for the main body of the sock to be a solid color. Something that matches, you know, one of these. So like if I'm going to do purple or something, I don't know. Something. I'll think of something. I don't think that I got into this last time, but I'm about to start opening up the packages that I went through. But first, I'll start off by saying I am wholeheartedly 110% in love with the Grocery Girls ever since the first day that I saw them. They make my toes curl. I love them so much. If I could afford to buy all the things that they tell me to buy, I am sheeple. I am sheeple, but I can't afford it.
Favorite, Tracy or Jody?
My husband just asked me who my favorite is, Tracy or Jody. I don't know if you guys will be able to hear him because he's sitting on the couch over there and the speaker is over here. He just asked me who my favorite is. I can't do that. Okay.
Who do you think mine is?
Wait, I know yours is Jody. But I love Tracy, okay? I love them both. But when Tracy speaks about the yarn, I lose my marbles. Okay, that's for the yarn. When Jody speaks about a shawl or a pattern, or I'll lose my marbles. So they both influence me in different ways for different reasons, but they just make my day. That's the one podcast in the world that I will shut down my life and watch the whole way through, which is crazy because I don't do that. I don't do that normally. I don't know why. They're just so engaging and I love them so much. They're just like the cutest people ever. And they got together with I can't remember her name, the girl from Hugh Loco. Why can't I remember her name?
I can never remember her name.
I can't remember anybody's names, but they're doing this little oh, here it is. Sorry. They're doing this little collection, the sock club monthly. They've been doing it. I missed Money Cake, which was May, and I missed June, the Phyllis sock. But this is the July on the Phyllis sock base, called Popsicles and Ponytails. And it's based on like grocery girl memories. So this is like, here we go on the label. If you haven't seen it, it's just so cute. Hugh Loco plus the grocery girls knit together sock club. And then on the back of the club, this is where Hugh Loco is amazing. I don't think I've ever seen anybody else do this, but I've never bought like a little club collection type thing. But she goes and she does that in the back so that you can see the entire all the way until October. Now you guys, this is awesome. All right, this is awesome as it stands. But then the grocery girls go and throw in something like that, and every month you get a little treat like this plus your yarn, and that's just so adorable. And it's got their little logo on it, and I absolutely freaking love and adore it. And I've used it. I've actually used it. Probably not the gauge thing, because Joanne gave me that other gauge swatch ruler, and that is really helpful because it's 4 inches all around. But I do use it for this because I don't know where my other ones are, so I just have them right here in my little cart. And I can't remember the price of it, but if you felt the yarn, and I could still smell, I don't know, whatever. I don't know if she uses vinegar, but it feels like she does. I could be wrong. I mean, I think she uses citric acid. I've seen her use citric acid.
That's vinegar.
But could be.
I've got the nose.
But super happy with my thing. Oh, sorry. This is another thing that I got at Make One Yarn Co. And unfortunately, I don't remember the dyer. This is an indie dyer. I was admiring her speckles, and I guess I was probably rude, and I was like, how do you do these speckles? I mean, I didn't actually expect her to answer me, but I was like, how, dude? How do you do these speckles? They're absolutely amazing. You have it down on the speckles. And she just looked at me like I was weird. Like, okay. Whatever. I feel like she was like thinking I was asking her for trade secrets or something.
No, she was that snooty.
I don't know. That was a,
she
like
looked down her nose, and I'm sorry, but ow.
So the thing is that it's like, it's not the easiest thing to ask people questions like that, because you're not going to get the response that you're looking for, because sometimes people just aren't going to understand what you mean by it.
Well, the girl you met,
I certainly didn't expect her to like say, oh yeah, I use a spoon and I tap it on the, like, no, like, do you like, what do you, No, I didn't actually. It was just complimenting, like, how in the world do you do it? But she didn't get it. Okay, so.
But when you're at Nina Point West, the girl does a bill. I was talking to you about how she does stuff.
Yeah,
that's a yarn dyer. The other one.
No, yeah, she sells yarn all over the nation, though.
Yeah.
And she's very, like, into talking to you about the process and what she does. But I never asked her, like, actual personal questions, like, how do you do it? Like, I didn't do that. She just offered.
That's the real yarn dyer.
That's the girl from,
the yarn's very purple. I can't think what it's called.
Alexandria's Crafts. She's awesome. Awesome lady. She does a lot of shows. All right. This was, you guessed it, more Bohemia Fiber Minis. Oh my gosh. I'm so excited. I've actually forgotten which ones. Okay, I know which ones they are. That's mine. I just saw mine. Oh my gosh. I wish, oh god, we're an hour and 10 minutes into it. We're all right. We're okay. Put this mini club collection on the side. I am not going to go through every single one of these colors because, number one, I don't know what everybody asked for. Somebody asked for Star Trek. Somebody asked for Babylon 5 pictures, other various science fiction television shows. I chose not Star Trek. I chose The Expanse. The Expanse. And I gave her a picture of my favorite love scene where the main characters are engulfed by this proto-molecule. And I didn't want to ruin the scene for Amy in case she ever, or anybody else, ever decided to watch The Expanse, because our people on the Knitting Dead, number one, we're diminished in, like, numbers. We don't talk on Ravelry as much as we used to, but we still go on there to buy yarn from Amy because it's awesome. And she has, like, some really creative ideas every single month. And so I sent in my picture, but I didn't want to ruin the show for everybody, because the picture is based on a scene that is, like, what do you call the middle of a movie where it's like, you know, when you're watching a movie and you have the beginning, the middle, and the end, and the middle is usually the right part.
Oh, the crescendo?
No, crescendo. That crescendo is like music. Whatever. You guys know what I mean. All right. So.
Pinnacle. The story.
Stop talking. So.
Oh my god, I'm coming up with big words.
Yeah.
Just like...
They're too big for me. Okay, stop talking. So. This is from The Expanse, and this is a picture of the main detective, and he's engulfed by the proto-molecule, and the proto-molecule is the evil thing that is going to eat everybody alive, and it's awesome. It's awesome. I can't even need to tell you how awesome it is. I'm going to undo it. I love all that, all the mini yarn. It's awesome. It's great. It's amazing, but I don't care. I just want this one. However, I thought I ordered a big version of this. I wanted a full skein, and I could have sworn that I ordered a full skein, but I didn't. I didn't order a full skein, and that is so depressing, because when you're in a mini, you don't get the full feeling. You know what I mean? So I need my full skein. Luckily, Amy let me know, you didn't order a full skein. And I was like, I cannot believe I did that. And she convinced me correctly that I should wait to get the sparkle. Because I ordered it and she's like, gave me two options. This will look beautiful on a sparkle because the type of picture that you sent me. So look great on a sparkle, but I'll do it on the regular. I can send you the sparkle later. I can send you the regular sooner. And I was like, I just want the yarn right now. Like, send me the yarn sooner. And she's like, but it'll look prettier if you're patient on a sparkle base. So I waited and I got my sparkle. I ordered my sparkle base and I'm waiting for that one. I will show you guys that yarn when I get it. But I am so excited because look at these colors. Look at these colors. And when I get my full sparkly yarn, I'm going to absolutely die. That is going to be my favorite custom order of all time because I absolutely love the Expanse. Sorry that I'm raving about the Expanse. Not sorry that I'm raving about the Expanse. If you have not watched that TV show, you're all dead to me. I don't know what to say.
Binge watch on it because Amazon's just
Watch it. Watch it. Watch that TV show. It's amazing. I absolutely love it. It is so film noir, sci-fi,
it's the only sci-fi show on sci-fi.
detective show.
War movie. All in one.
War movie, political drama, love. Oh, so much love. Oh my God. Love from a distance when they don't even know each other. They didn't even know each other. Oh my God. You have to watch it, okay? I can't talk about this anymore because I'm going to start crying. Here's my next. My next sock clip. This was for August. Yes. Again, my Hue logo. No, this was the July, the one that I ordered. You pre-ordered for the month ahead. So this is the first time that I'm looking at it. And I'm really excited. Okay, wait. Before I kill this part, I'm going to show you real quick what I got. So I want this to be the last thing that we talk about. I have a pineapple. I have a pineapple. I don't know why I have a pineapple.
That you were calling a mango.
Okay, I went to the swap meet like a while ago, and I found this lady that sold yarn, and it's all cheapy yarn. And I'm like, hey, I might want to make a sweater one day. Let me get a sweater's quantity worth of yarn. Do you think that covers it?
With a butt flap.
Plus a butt flap. I think I could make a tail, like, with this much yarn. I think I could make a blanket. I don't know what I could make with this, but I know I'm going to make something awesome with it. Let's open it. I've never even felt it or seen what it looks like. It's sparkly. Oh. Oh, I didn't know that it sparkled. Yeah. And it's not bad. It actually doesn't. It's a little bit washed out on the screen, but it is not bad. It's a nice pink. And I am looking forward to making something with it, but I'm pretty sure that what I'm going to want to do is a duster, and I hope it looks nice. All right, this is going to be my very last thing. We're an hour and 18 minutes into it here. So, so excited. No idea what this is going to look like. In here. Oh, look at that! No, oh, look at that! Oh my goodness!
The big thing?
I think it's little cards. Oh, it's a sparkle. Oh no! Look at that pretty mint. Oh, I have the shivers. I have the chills. They're multiplying. Sorry. Oh no, I can't. It's so beautiful. These are my favorite colors. This minty gray green, and this sparkle. This feels like my yarn.
It is your yarn. They stole it and re-dyed it and sent it back to you.
Bitch, this feels like my yarn. It does. Feels like it and it looks like it. Except that I feel like it's more. I feel like it's got a better sparkle than the yarn that I order. Glitz.
At least you local. So.
No, it feels like my yarn. I don't know. I don't know, but it's gorgeous. And then what's this? These, I think they're little cards. And if you follow the Grocery Girls, you will know that Jody does her own bags. She takes her own pictures. She knits up her own swatches to print out what do you call it? Fabric in these sorts of patterns with these knit up swatches. And I don't know how these girls do it, but they always remember the yarn name and everything. I don't know how they do that, but they always remember it. So it's all the same one. I kind of wish that it had been different ones. That would have been fun.
But fiber savants.
But it's cute. But it's really cute. And it's got its own little cards. Oh my gosh. This is adorable. I absolutely love that. And I absolutely love my yarn. I'm super, super happy with it. And this one is the August Glitz Merino Sock Wanna Double. I don't know what this memory is from. So they might maybe talk about it in their next podcast. Maybe I shouldn't have put it out. I should have
Oh my god, spoiler.
I should have put out a spoiler alert.
Spoiler, sweetie.
I know. When I adjust the title after I finish loading this, I'll put a spoiler alert on the subject and in the down below area. I'll actually do that because I don't want to upset anybody. And not that anybody watches me, so fuck you.
And this time we got like fucking 3 million viewers. Like, you spoiled it.
Woo! That was so fun. I'm super happy that I got through this episode. I'm excited to be podcasting again. I do hope that I keep it up. I may or may not, because I don't really buy that much yarn. This has been the last, I don't know how many months of yarn. I've bought some of this stuff from Hobby Lobby. I went bananas and got this stuff from Walmart and Hobby Lobby and wherever. And I got this stuff again at Hobby Lobby. I'll show you real quick. This was supposed to be my last. I was supposed to go out with a bang with that other thing, but these little sugar wheels, and I'll do like a separate review because I think I would like to do like little mini reviews on specific items, because this is amazing. This is amazing, amazing, amazing stuff here. This was the first sugar wheel that I got. It's not a sugar wheel. These are sugar wheels. Oh, wait. Somewhere. These are called Lux Lollies. I am afraid that I am allergic to it. I might be. But I swear to Buddha, I swear, I don't care. I don't care if I'm allergic to it. I absolutely love them. It's gorgeous. And it's super soft. It is acrylic, but super soft. It's super nice. And I love the fact that it's like in this little like flat cake shape. So that's what attracted me so much to those. So I might do like a separate review at another date, on another date. And that is it, you guys. I am so, so happy that I was able to get through this. And I am going to wash off all my makeup. Probably wash my hair, take a shower, go to sleep, wake up and go to work and start the day again with a ton of coffee and a ton of Sudafed to get through my day. Tomorrow's Wednesday, and before you know it, it's going to be the weekend and I'll get to rest. I really wish that I had done this on a weekend instead of a weekday, but you know, sometimes when you got to bug up your butt to do something, you just got to get up and do it, or else you just never will. So I'm glad that I was able to catch everybody up on what is going on. Please keep in touch with me, you guys. find me on Instagram on my Michelle Knits. I probably shouldn't be giving out my personal Instagram, but that's the one that I use the most. I'm just so not like big on being all over the place. I just do updates to all the other websites. I'm active on YouTube and I'm active on Instagram. On YouTube as Maximum Yarnage and on Instagram as My Michelle Knits. Also on Ravelry as My Michelle Knits, but I'm not active there. That's just where you can find me. So please feel free to keep in touch and reach out on whatever platforms. I do check them all periodically. And if you have any questions, please feel free to ask. And don't forget to visit my Etsy shop, Maximum Yarnage. And I will see you guys all very soon. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I don't know what to do. How do you close this? I'll just close it. And hey, I already got a like. Thanks. All right. Am I done? Bye, guys.
Bye.
I don't do that. I don't do that. Why'd you do that? Who does that?
I don't remember.
Graveyard Girl.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't have a closeout. I don't have a closing. I don't have an opening and I don't have a closing. Okay? I'm just Michelle. Bye. Love you. I don't know why I did that. It's so weird. I'll never do that again.
Yes, you will.
Maybe.